Hi everyone, welcome back to my another video. In this video, I'm going to explain on how to create a table function. What is the purpose of creating table function? The syntax of table function and examples of table function. I have prepared 5 different examples which I'm going to demonstrate in this video. Uh, let's get started. Yeah. So how to create a table function is like going into development perspective in which particular schema you want a table function, you need to right click on it, click on new and say others, and you find table function option here. Okay, we are in development perspective in repositories in the package in which we want table function, and we have navigated till the table function, right? Like this. So click on table function next and give the name of the table function. That is, let's say tf underscore Muhammad underscore test, like that, something which is relevant to relevant. Okay, so next click on finish. Once you click on finish, you get an editor to create a table function with some default or with some syntax. So this syntax will give you the function keyword and the path of your table function and the name of your table function, then returns keyword, the language keyword, and all these things. So in returns keyword, so we need to define the fields which we want to return. Returns table. Let's say I want to display the orders and I need to write the data type as well. So like this, I can write a number of fields. So I'm just demonstrating this. Later on, I'll go with multiple fields as well. So this is where I need to define my output fields. And the language is SQL scripts. Since we are writing this in SQL scripting, so this is fine, no need to touch. So SQL security in six, it is having some security, this table function. So the security is one who invokes should have access to this particular table function or particular schema package, like that. All right. So between begin and end, he's asking us to write the logic of our table function. So let me remove this and write the logic. How to fill the data in Veblen. So I'm writing select Veblen from VBAK underscore T. Maybe we have this table. So let me nvar. Let me try to execute this one. So there is one issue. Let me see. All right. So I don't have the table. It seems. Let me check what table I have. So VBAK underscore 2. Let's try with this table. Return. Okay. We need to define the return as well after begin. So return keyword. And now it should be okay. So now it is completed successfully. All right. So this is how we define or we create a table function. So we have seen how to navigate to create this table function and how the syntax should be. So the first line is like by default it will come with the function keyword and the path in which you are creating a table function and the table function name. Then you need to define the keyword returns table in which we open and close the bracket. In between that, we write whatever the output fields we want to what are the output fields are there for this table function. Then goes to with like logic language, that is SQL script, and security SQL security. It can be invoker or a definer. So it's up to us. So what we want, but now we want invoker. So definer means one who defines the this table function should have an access to this particular table function. So let's say if I resign this company and my user is disabled, so which means that this table function will no more be working. So we need to be very sure on when we are using the SQL security as definer. So now when I write invoker, which means that one who invokes or use this table function should have the access. That's it. So next, as keyword, begin and end. In between begin and end, we need to write a return keyword and define the logic on how to display the data of the output field WebLen. So we can also use this table function in some CVs like that. So let me show you how to use it. So I'm just creating a CV, TF underscore Muhammad underscore test, right? So CV underscore test one. Let it be okay. I need it dimension, no problem. So here in aggregation, I can search for my table function. It is equivalent to a table for me now. So TF underscore. So we will get two different objects with the same name. One is the repository object and one is the table function object name. So we need to select the repository object here. And I have one field. So as we discussed, these are the output fields. These are the fields which we want to return in an output. So WebLen is what we are returning, and we are defining how the WebLen should be filled. It should be filled from so and so table, VBAK underscore two. All right. So let me minimize it. Let me make it dimension since I don't have any measures. Activated successfully. Now we see the data of WebLen, and this WebLen data is coming from table function logic, and the table function is fetching the data from VBAK table. All right, this is how if table function can be created, and this is how we can use it in the CVs as well. And there are some other places where we can also use this table function like input parameters and all. So anyhow, so I have created some sample table functions to demonstrate few of the logics like how to do a string aggregation and all those things. Let's see one by one. So uh, yeah, this one. So this is what I have created. So how to create it, we have already seen in the video. So how to navigate to create table function. So need to follow the same process. So what we get is we get the default function path and name. And here I'm returning three fields. Item, sorry, sales order number, sales item, and amount. And this is all part of syntax. And I'm defining how to fill these three fields. These are my output fields, basically. All right. So I'm filling these fields with the help of a select statement, select WebLen, okay, from the table T underscore VBAK. And Postner, I'm what I'm doing is I'm aggregating all the post nodes, all the items, right? All the items from BBAP. In the data in the table for one particular order, there are number of items. Okay, so I don't want to display all the items one by one. I want to display the items one after one with a comma separator. I want to aggregate the items and display it one by one. So I'll tell you how it is. So this is just for an example. So how I have is I have one is the order number and 10 is an item. I have one as an order number and 20 as an item. and 1 as an order, and 30 as an item, and 2 as an order, and 10 as an item, 2 order and 20 as an item. So what customer is looking for is he don't want the order to display duplicate times, multiple times. uh, if I say there are different items, because of that I'm getting multiple line items. So this is the reason. So what he says is, he says he wants the data like this: one, and aggregate or put the items one after one another, and like this. So in this way he wants the data. So one WebLAN have three different items, needs to be displayed one after the another of, with the help of comma separator. Okay, instead of displaying like this. Okay, so how we can do it is, we can do it using the string aggregation function. I'm aggregating the item, that is postner, that is 10, 20, 30. So it should come like this. I'm aggregating and putting a comma separator. Okay, and I'm grouping it by WebLAN at the end. So for every WebLAN, it will make a group by. So net amount is sum of net amount and like this. So I'm doing a join between different tables to fetch, to get the data from VBAP and all those things, VBAK. So it's basically like creating a new logic with the help of joining few tables, right? So this we can do it in scripted calculation view also, same. So I'll show you in further videos how to create a scripted calculation view as well. So as of now, so this is how you create a table function. This is how you can achieve a logic, like using string aggregation and other stuffs by joining few tables. It is similar to a scripted calculation view, or you can create the same thing in graphical calculation view as well. So whatever you have some complex scenarios, you can get it done by using table function, and you can use this table function in the scripted in the calculation view, graphical calculation view as well. All right, so we have seen the syntax as well as the how to do it practically. So let's see like how I'm using this in the table function in the calculation view. So I'm using the same in the calculation view as well, tf underscore string aggregation. So if I go to calculation views, string aggregation demo, see I'm using the repository object tf underscore string aggregation, and I'm having three different fields here, as we have seen in the table function, like WebLAN, poster, and net amount is our output fields, are our output fields. All right, and how the poster is defined, it is defined by aggregating all the items. So let me show you the data first from t underscore VBAP. T underscore VBAP, right? Select star from T underscore VBAP invalid schema dep. So see, order number one have different line items, right? Order number two have different line items. So I want to see all the postners or all the items in a single line for for a sales order. So I have used the table function. I have used the string aggregation. That is how I achieved. So I have used the table function inside a calculation view, and let me see the data of it if it is working properly. So when I see the output, see order number one is displaying only once, and items are displaying in a single line with the help of comma separator. Okay, this is how we can make use of string aggregation, and this is how we can make use of table function inside a calculation view. Okay, this is just a demo of how to write a table string aggregation, how to use a string aggregation function. All right, so I have a few more, so let's go back to them as well. So let's go back to development perspective. Repositories, and I have one for row number. So tf underscore rank. So here I'm creating a table function with some output fields. These are the output fields of mine, and I'm selecting WebLen from again VBAK, VBAP, amount, ETNR like date, and I'm defining ETNR rank. So ra- for a single order, I have different dates. All right. So let me go to this table VBAK ETNR just to demonstrate. So this is the table, and for single order there are different dates, delivery dates. So I want to pick the order, or I want to display the order only once instead of displaying this many times, with the latest creation date, with the latest delivery date. Okay, this is 2023, first of 2nd of January. This is 2023, 8th of January. So I want to display the latest record, like 2023, March 2. So this record I want to see instead of displaying all the records. I want to display the record for each order with the latest delivery date, latest ETNR date. Okay, instead of displaying all this thing. This is the requirement. So how can I achieve it is, I can create a row number or rank, whatever. So I'm displaying creating row number. This is the syntax, like open closing bracket over the keyword, and partition by, I want to partition, or I want to rank the ETNRs, rank the delivery dates for every sales order. So I want to rank the order, the dates, like from for every sales order, 1 2 3, and display the top latest, or the order with the latest date, right? So I'm partitioning for every order, and I'm ordering the ETANR. I'm ordering the dates with descending, which means bigger to smaller. So that is what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is, I'm partition for one. I'm doing one partition. Like for this, I'm ordering the ETNR. So first will come like March of 2nd of March, and second, like it will sort it in descending order, bigger to smaller. Okay, that is what it will do. So let me show you, and I'm filtering the rank with 1. So I'm sorting first with descending order on the field ETNR for every sales order, every sales order, and I'm filtering only with rank 1 for only the top rank, only first record. I'm sorting it for every sales order, and after sorting with descending order, I'm selecting only the first record, okay, which is having rank 1. So let us see. So what it does is rank, right? Done script. This one. So I'm using this TF underscore rank here, and I'm having these many fields, ETNR, ETNR rank, and everything. So I'm filtering only for ETNR underscore rank 1. So let's see. Okay, so see, for first one, it is giving me only the record which is having is the latest one. Second and third, saying the rank 1. Okay, so when I go to the data, so this is 2022 year, so that is why it's not showing this one, and it's showing 2023 0109. So this is the latest entry for order 1. So this, I want the only that record, only that date, which is created late, which is created lately. Okay. So this is how I can make use of table function and create it. Mm, you use the rank and pick the latest delivery date. All right. So let's move back to the case. So I've created one for case underscore region. So syntax and all should be clear. How the syntax is. So first it starts with function keyword and the name of the function along with the path, and returns table will give the we need to define the whatever the fields which you want to return in the output, and these two will be same, and begin end, and in between begin and end need to write return keyword and start our logic. With the help of the logic we are filling these fields. So logic is select the mandate and land one from region underscore description field, and whenever and now I'm making use of case. So this is to demonstrate how to use the case syntax. So case starts with case, and when land one equal to USA, then I want this land one is equal to UR, want Europe, UK, United Kingdom. So I'm defining a new field called as region description. So I have the region codes. What customer wants is he wants the region descriptions as well. So how we can do it is we can create a case statement and we can write the codes, and after the codes we have to write what description you want for so and so XYZ code. So I'll show you in the system case TF demo case region. Case TF demo. This one. Open. See, I'm using this TF underscore region, case underscore region. Okay. It have three fields. One is mandate and region code, and this is region description. What we have defined with the case. So what we define in the case, if it is EUR, it should be Europe, it should be USA, then United States of America, and so on. So let me display and show you if it is working. So see, it should be working. So we have mandate client and the region code, and we have used the case to define the region description. So USA, whenever it is USA, then it writes as United States of America like this. Okay. So let me show you one more one more example with different concept, that is age of the order. So I want to define the age of the order. So I want to uh, do a difference of date. So I have the date VDATU and OIC underscore WIDAT. Okay. There are two fields. What is VDAT here? So VDATU is requested delivery date. Okay. So there is an order. Okay. The order is requested on so and so date. So this field will give on which date the order is requested to deliver. Okay. And this date OIC underscore WIDAT, it will give on which date the order has been issued. Okay. So requested date and issue date. So if we check the days between, if requested is on, let's say on 1st of March and delivered is on 3rd of March. So we can know what is the age gap here, like 3 days of age, like 3 days of difference here. Okay. So that is what I want to know here. So what I have done is I'm doing a date difference between requested date and the issue date. Okay. So requested is on 1st of March and delivered is on 3rd of March, which means the order has been delivered 2 days later than the expected date. So that is what I'm looking for. That is what a customer is looking for example. So here VDATO is a state direct field from VBAK table, and OIC WDAT is order issue date. So few orders which may have been completed, few orders which may have been pending. For pending orders, there will be like no date, right? For the issued order, then only the date will be there. Okay, one more time. So the orders can be delivered or partially delivered or not delivered with different statuses. So the orders which have been delivered will have the dates, delivery date. The orders which do not have, which do not delivered yet, which are just partially delivered. So for them, the delivery date is not there, for example. So in those cases, so if we have the delivery date, if the delivery date is not equal to blank, then directly pick from delivery date from LIPS table. If not, if the order is partially delivered or not delivered yet, so then at those cases the delivery date is not there, so it is blank. So instead of putting blank, what the requirement is, take the current date from the system. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm defining the OIC WADAT in such a way that if the order is delivered, which means it will have some specific date, it is not equal to blank. Okay, if it is specific date, which means it's not equal to blank, so in that cases directly pick it from OIC underscore WADAT, that is deliver goods issue date. If the good itself is not issued, if the order itself is not delivered, then the date is not generated, the delivery date is not generated, it is blank. So in at those cases, so I'm writing an else part. If at those cases, then pick the current date. So this is one logic to be understand, and this is one more logic. So I'm using the dates between functionality here to do it. So let me show you how it will go in the CV with the help of data. So the CV name is CV underscore age of the order. CV underscore age of the order. First one. So I'm using the same table function TF underscore age of the order, and I'm displaying the data. So okay. So there are different orders with different items. So few orders are completed, few orders are partially completed, few orders are yet to be processed. So for these partially completed, yet to be processed, so there is no dates. There is no OIC underscore WADAT. See, for them I am generating a system date, current date. Okay. So for the orders which are already completed, have the dates from LIPS table and from this field. Okay, so this is one logic. One logic is the orders which are already completed have the dates by itself. The orders which are not completed have the blank entries. So instead of blank, what I'm pulling here is I'm pulling the system date in order to see the age of the due or order due. Okay, age of the order. Okay, from which from the date from which it is requested. All right. So let's see the first case completed, completed, completely processed. So in this, the order is requested to generate on 1st of January 2020, and it is delivered on 10th of January 2020. So the age, the delay is nine days. Okay? The delay is 9 days. So in the same way, for second order, so the order is requested to be delivered on 2nd of January, and it has been delivered on 17th of January. So the delay is 15 days. So the customer wants to see the delay of an order. So for the order number 3, so it's also completed. So order is created on 3rd of January 2020, and it is delivered, issued on, goods issued on 13th of January. Okay, so 10 days of difference. Here the order is requested on 20th of 5th of January, but yet it is not completed. So which means it is pending since like these many days. Okay, in the same way, order is created on requested to be delivered on 6th of January 2020, but it is not completed, which means it is requested to be delivered 1154 days back. So this is what I'm identifying with the help of finding the difference of dates between goods issue and uh, requested delivery date. Okay, so that's it. There is one more example here. So how to define the sorry, not this one. How to define the variables. So I can define different logics by creating different variables. Like sales orders have some different logic, so I'm creating a variable and defining the logic of it. Sales billing, I have some different logic, I can define it by creating a variable. Okay, like some formula, different formulas and all. So for sales delivery, I'm defining different logic, like calculating due date and all. So I can define different logics in different by creating different variables like this. And at the end, I can put a return and take the fields from different variables, like creating SO as alias name for sales order, SB as for this, and SD as. And I can access the variables which is created with the help of colon and join. We need to have a connection between all the variables. So we have a connection and I'm joining them, and I'm fetching the records from different fields here, from different variables with maybe different logic. And this is how. And I can use the same in calculation view as well. So basically, I wanted to explain the syntax and example of how to create a table function with the help of few examples. Functionally, I might not be 100% correct on explaining it, but technically, this is how you will be working with table function. So if you watch this video, you will be able to like clearly understand how to write table function and how to write a table function without any issues. So hope this video is useful. Thanks for watching it. Have a nice day. Thank you.